Hello, everyone. My name is Leland. Welcome into your Total Resilience Yoga with Leland. Apologies for being a little tardy here. We had obviously have a new setup now, so I had to get everything kind of managed, and nothing wanted to work for me today. So I'm glad you guys made it in. My name is Leland Holgate. I am the executive director here at Trauma Recovery Yoga, and I have the amazing pleasure of working with all of these amazing teachers and practicing this method myself. I'm a combat veteran, and I have also come back from several injuries throughout my life, being a quadriplegic, also paraplegic from the waist down. And yoga has helped me heal completely. And even though yoga is obviously my vehicle and what we're going to be doing today, it's a lot less about the yoga. And it's actually more about the self-regulation techniques that you're going to hear me calling out as we're moving through. So pay attention for a lot of those because they work really well off of the mat as well as on the mat. So either looking a certain direction, moving the body a certain way will help move some of that energy out. So as we're moving through, pay attention for those and practice as little or as much as you want. All right. So that's one of the big things with us is choice. You do as much or as little as you want. If you sit or lay down and breathe the entire time, you are practicing yoga. So make sure you allow yourself to move at your own speed. If I'm too fast, slow yourself down. If I'm too slow, you can speed it up for yourself. All right, we're gonna get going here in just a minute. So we'll find our way to our mats. And find a comfortable seated position. So whatever that looks like for you, it can be cross-legged like myself, it can be straight legs, it can be knees bent, whatever works for you. Find that comfortable seat. And you're gonna place your hands onto your knees. Find your sitting bones connected to your mat. And let your chin fall to your chest. And as we're looking down here, pick out 4 different shapes, 4 different colors, maybe 4 different patterns. Anything to bring yourself further into this moment. Maybe the color of your clothing. It could be the patterns on your clothing. Maybe the color of your mat or the patterns on the floor. And as we're looking down, we're sending a signal to our brain, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. Notice your sitting bones connected to the mat, supported by the earth. Your feet are also touching the ground, so this is grounding. Great way to bring yourself into this moment. Very healthy for the body. Start to pull your belly button in toward your spine. Really engage your lower intrinsic muscles by restricting the flow of urine. Pull everything in and up. Keep everything engaged. You'll feel that center of your being starting to heat up. That's your internal core temperature, your internal furnace firing up. This helps pull all of that mind chatter down away from the brain where it can be burned up and used for fuel. Keep everything engaged, pull everything in and up. Now slowly start to release. And with our 3-part breath, filling up from the bottom all the way to the top. As you inhale, big belly into your chest, into the back of your eyes. Exhale through your chest, press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, big belly into your chest, washing around behind the eyes. Exhale through your chest, press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, big belly into your chest, washing around, cleansing behind the eyes. Exhale through your chest, press your belly button to your spine. Now come back to your normal breathing and notice the forehead and jaw release. Shoulders away from your ears. Your hands just gently lying on your knees, and a slight separation in your fingers. On your next inhale, take your right ear to your right shoulder. Head rolls back. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Chin to your chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Continue to roll around. Link your breath to your movement. Allow yourself to move at your own pace. The popping and cracking is just the nitrogen leaving the joints. That old stagnant energy being cleaned out. Roll around one more time. Let your chin fall to your chest. Give yourself a moment of pause here. Let any dizziness subside. That's completely normal. On your next inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Head rolls back. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Chin to your chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Continue to roll around. Again, link your breath to your motion. Move at your own pace. This is your yoga, your rules. Roll around one more time. Let your chin fall to your chest. Give yourself that same moment of pause. Start to lift your gaze. You can blink your eyes. Once you bring your gaze up, you can take your right arm out to the right. Start to wiggle your fingertips. You can look up towards your fingers. This gets the blood flowing. And as we look up, you can open your eyes nice and wide. Letting in more light helps those happy hormones to drop down your spinal column. You can also have a big goofy smile on your face. That always helps. And now look down to your left hand. Let your left hand walk away from you. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. As you inhale, back up to the center. Lift both hands up. Wiggle your fingers. Get the blood flowing. Now let your right hand drop down. Take your left arm out. Keep the fingers wiggling to keep the blood moving. Of course, your eyeballs nice and wide to let in more light. And that same big goofy smile on your face. Look down to your right hand. You can walk your right hand away from you as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, back up to the center. Again, wiggle both fingertips. Get the blood flowing down the arms. And separate your hands. Let your hands float down to your mat. And once they reach the mat, take your left hand over to your right knee. Your right hand comes directly behind your hip so you can sit up nice and tall. As you inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist at the base of the rib cage. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Look forward, slowly unwind. Let's get the other side going. Right hand onto the left knee. Left hand directly behind your hips. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, twist at the base of the rib cage. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Inhale, tall. Exhale, twist. Look forward, slowly unwind. Now bring your hands up overhead. Interlock your fingers, except for your pointer fingers. Keep that steeple up at the top. As you inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, come up and over. Inhale, reach with your top hand. Exhale, pull with the bottom. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, up to the center. Reach up, stretch up. Exhale, over to the other side. Inhale, reach with the top hand. Exhale, pull with the bottom. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, back up to the center. Separate your hands. Let your hands float down as your chin falls to your chest. And again, scan through the body. Notice the forehead and jaw released. Shoulders away from the ears. And your hands just lying on the mat. Slowly start to lift your gaze. You can blink your eyes open. Pull your heels in towards yourself or just move your legs over to the side and make your way onto all fours. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And now every now and then, Grandpa's knees here argue with him. So you can sit yourself back. They seem to be a little argumentative. So you can also sit yourself back instead of being up on your knees here. So as you inhale, imagine taking in all the clean, all the positive. As you exhale, crunch your right shoulder to your right hip, squeezing out the toxins. Inhale, back to the center, taking that clean, taking that positive. Exhale, crunch to the left, wringing out the toxins from the organs. Inhale, back to the center, taking that clean, positive water. Exhale, crunch to the right, squeeze out tension and negativity. Inhale, back to the center, taking that positive, that powerful. As you exhale, crunch to the left, squeeze out that tension. Inhale, back to the center, taking that clean and positive. Exhale, crunch to the right, wringing out the organs once again. Inhale, back to the center. And exhale, crunch to the left, squeezing out the organs. Inhale, back to the center. And now we're here. Take your left leg to the back of your mat. Right arm comes forward. Now you decide if you want to stay just like this, or you can lift the leg, or both the leg and the arm up into the air. Inhale, reach both directions. Exhale, press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Lower your hand and your knee down to the mat. I don't want you walking in circles, so let's do that other side. Right leg goes back, left hand goes forward. You lift your leg or both your arm into the air. Inhale, reach both directions. Exhale, press your belly button to your spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press. Lower your hand and your knee down to your mat. Tuck your toes and make your way back to your first downward dog. From downward dog, your hands can be about shoulder width apart, your feet about hip width apart. You can also bend at your knees here to take your hamstrings out of the equation. This also helps you keep a nice flat, straight back so we can decompress the spine. Just let your head hang. And while we're here, we like to practice the two most powerful words in the universe. I am. So rock those out for you, whatever that is today. I am amazing. I am strong. I am happy. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center, look down to your fingertips. Send the signal to your brain once again, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. And release. Apparently Grandpa forgot to turn off his notifications on the phone, so let's do that right now. My apologies. And now we're going to move through some sun salutations. So these sun salutations are meant to burn up all the excess energy that we carry in our body. Remember, please express your choice. Do as much or as little as you want. Go as fast or as slow as you want. And if you choose to lay back or sit down and breathe, you're still practicing yoga. All right? So front of your mat, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am prosperous. I am powerful. I am positive. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale to heart center. Exhale, release. Breathe in, arms overhead. Breathe out, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am courageous. I am committed. I am letting go. Inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale, heart center. Breathe out, release. As you breathe in, sit yourself back and down into your chair pose. You can look past your knees, see if you can see your toes. You can even wiggle your toes to put the weight more on your heels. Press your belly button in toward your spine. And arms come up overhead. Look past your fingertips. This helps clear the fog off of the mind, bringing a little clarity to this moment. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am beautiful. I am playful. I am getting a little sweaty. As you inhale, heels up. I'm sorry, drop your heels back down. And now take your right leg up toward the sky. As you exhale, swing your right foot forward in between your hands. Drop your back heel down. And inhale up to your warrior two. Or as everybody else knows it, the yoga pose. It's in all those freaking commercials. You can bend in toward your front thigh. You can have your front leg a little more straight. It's completely up to you where you go with this. Your front knee can come toward your pinky toe if you'd like to sink down into it a little more. And your shoulder blades come together to create that straight line. Front palm spins up. As you exhale, come back to a reverse warrior. You can open your shoulder to the right and reach to feel that side body stretch. Now come back to your warrior two. Straighten up your front leg. Reach for the front of your mat. When you can reach no further, hinge your hand down to your shin, to your ankle, or to the floor. Whatever you do, just keep your front leg straight so you can feel that stretch inside the inner thigh, which is why we can come up. We can come up right here, hand under the shin. Reach with your left hand. This helps protect the spine. Now bend in toward your front thigh, either your hand on the mat, or you can bring your elbow up to your knee. Now let's lower the right hand down and switch it off. Bring the left hand down. Reach across the body with the right. Just a moment to stretch across and lower your right hand down. Drop your back knee down. And you decide if you want to stay in this low lunge position, or you can be like grandma, bring your knees back because they ain't you today. So reach your arms up overhead. And in between your hands, I want you to picture a balloon. Maybe it's your favorite color. I want you to see the size of it, feel the texture of it. I'm going to hand you a marker, and I want you to write down everything that you want to let go of. All the things that no longer serve you. Maybe it's a feeling or an emotion. You don't have words for it. So you write down a number or a color. As you inhale, feel it lifting. As you exhale, separate your arms and watch as it sails away. Smaller and smaller. Taken by the universe to recycle into something new. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. And make your way back to the plank, lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Rock your I ams here once again. I am prosperous. I am amazing. I am strong. Inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse one, back arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Bring your hands in toward heart center. Breathe out, release. And again, as you breathe in, sit yourself back and down. Everybody's favorite chair pose. You can let your hands hang here. If you'd like to look down and send a signal to your brain, all is well. Or you can look up and lift your arms up for that clarity. Completely up to you. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams here once again. I am courageous. I am confident. I am fun. As you inhale, your left leg comes up to the sky. Exhale, swing your left foot forward, drop your back heel down, and inhale up to your yogurt pose. So you look like you're on a banner commercial. If you're warrior two, again, you decide whether you want to keep your leg a little more straight or whether you want to sink in with your front knee out towards your pinky tip. Shoulder blades together to create that straight line. Let your shoulders also drop away from your ears. Front palm spins up. As you exhale, come back, your reverse warrior. Let your shoulder open to the left and reach. You'll feel an extra little side body stretch. Come back to your warrior two. Straighten out your front leg. Now reach for the front of your mat. When you can reach no further, hinge your hand to your shin, to your ankle, or to the mat. Reach with your right hand, again, to protect the spine. So really focus on that lift. It'll help keep your front leg straight as well. Now bend in toward your front thigh. You can keep your left hand on the mat, or your left elbow comes up to your left thigh. Now slowly lower your left hand down to the mat, and let's switch it off. Bring the right hand down. Reach across the body. Bring your left arm up. We're here for just a moment. Lower your left hand down. I can't left and right today. Drop your back knee down. You decide if you want this low lunge position or if you're going to be like Grandpa and bring your knees back. Either way is up to you. So your knees come back. Reach your arms up overhead. And in between your hands, I'm going to hand you a sky lantern this time. One of those amazing lanterns that float away with a candle. It has 4 empty walls. So I want you to take out that marker now and write down everything that you want in your life. All the feelings you want to feel, all the places you want to go, everything that you want for yourself, for those you love. Write it all over this sky lantern. Now I'm going to hand you a candle. We're going to light that candle as you inhale. Feel it lifting. As you exhale, separate your arms. Watch as it sails away. Smaller and smaller. Taken by the universe to be granted as a wish for you and those you love. Inhale, reach up. As you exhale, plant your hands. Come back to your plank. Lower down, half push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And rock your I ams once again here. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. As you inhale, heels up, look forward, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive, arms come up overhead. Hands come to touch. Inhale to heart center. Look down into your fingertips. Send a signal to your brain, all is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. And release. All right, so those are our sun salutations, and now we're going to build a mountain. This one is one of my favorite exercises. So hands onto your hips. Take a little hop. You'll notice your feet land directly underneath your hips. Look down to your toes. Lift your toes and separate your toes wide. Now place your pinky toes down. Place your big toes down. And now your middle toe. I still try. I can't get it. Press through all 4 corners of your feet. Feel your calves engage, your quads, your belly button presses in towards your spine. Your hands come down toward the floor, fingers being pulled as if by an invisible force. Shoulder blades come together to shine your heart space forward. And with every breath, keep all of those muscles engaged, and you feel as if you're growing an inch with every breath. Feel what it's like to be that mountain, to be that immovable force. That is you. Keep everything engaged. I'm going to count down from 5. We're going to let everything go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just let everything hang. Notice the forehead and jaws released, your shoulders away from your ears, and your mat and the ground still there to support you. Start to lift your gaze. As you inhale, bring your arms overhead. As you exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend at your knees, let your chest rest on your thighs, and let your head fall. You can grab your peace fingers around your big toes. You can take your hands underneath your feet, or you can just let your arms rest behind your thighs. Whatever you're doing, the important part is to have the heart above the head. When the heart is above the head, it doesn't have to work near as hard to pump blood up to those important areas where we need it. You notice the blood starting to pool, and here in just a moment, you'll see why we call this the Xanax of yoga. Release your hands up to your hips, pull your belly button in towards your spine, and slowly, very slowly, take yourself up. Your head comes up last. Isn't that magical? Let's do that again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend at your knees, chest to your thighs, and you can change it up and bring your hands under your feet for gorilla pose, or you can just hang out with your arms behind your thighs, completely up to you. But while we're here, we're also toning the vagus nerve system that's attached to our gut, our lungs, and our heart. And this helps enact that relaxed side of the body. Release your hands up to your hips, pull your belly button into your spine, and like it's a game to come up last, take yourself up. Oh, I love that so much. We're going to do it one more again. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend at your knees, chest to your thighs. Just let everything hang, and you decide where you want to go with this. Grab your big toes, hands under your feet, or arms behind your thighs. Giving the heart the break that it needs, since we're always walking and sitting and running and sitting and driving. And release your hands up to your hips. Pull your belly button into your spine, and slowly, slowly, slowly take yourself up. Oh, I love that so much. We had better move on, or else I'll have us upside down all night long. As you inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, step back, and just lower your knees down. Make your way onto your seat. Once you find your seat, bring your feet together, let your knees fall open, and it's completely up to you how close your heels are. Of course, the more intense if they're closer, and a little more relief if you let them come away. So Grandpa today's going to take them away from your hips a little bit. All right, so hands or thumbs come across the pads of your feet. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your shoulder blades together. This will help protect your spine. And now pull your feet open like you're looking at a book. And imagine yourself as a hinge. Hinge yourself forward. Heart comes over that book. And that book is the book of your life. The beautiful part about this is you are the author. You control the keyboard. You hold the pen. So with your heart, write that story, that next chapter for yourself in your life. What does that look like? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? Feel those happy emotions for getting the things that you want in your life. Continue to write that story from your heart. See it happening for yourself. You get to write this next chapter. Do everything that you want. And now surrender that story, knowing that it's going to come true. Your hands fall to the floor. Let your chin fall to your chest. Give yourself just a moment of pause here. Let everything be passive. Then slowly walk your hands in towards your knees. You can bring your hands to the outside of your knees just to help up the knees here. I know Grandpa needed that today. So sitting bones connected to your mat, feet connected to your mat. Bring your hands behind your hamstrings, elbows nice and wide so you can sit up tall. Now start to increase the distance between your chest and your knees. Once you feel your core engage, you can lift your shins parallel to the mat. And that shape is exactly what we're looking for. That is fear leaving the body. F, fear, we don't need it anymore. Just like a cheetah after it hunts, we're shaking that excess fear free, letting that excess energy go. Right ankle over your left, heels come in, plant your hands, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Come right back to your chair. Or to your chair. I can't work today. To your boat. So you're either in an inner tube like me, or you can straighten out your legs for that speed boat. Maybe take your arms forward for that sailboat. Whatever you're doing, you're just letting that fear leave the body. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's a mental construct that can only affect us if we allow it to stay. Left ankle over your right, heels come in, plant your hands, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. And come right back to your boat. Whatever that boat looks like for you. Let that last little bit of fear shake its way out. Fear is also face everything and rise. Recognize how powerful you are. You are a warrior. You are still here. Right ankle over your left, heels come in, plant your hands, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower back down. Now pull your heels in, or just move your heels over to the side like we did before. You can roll yourself forward, come back to all fours. To your hands underneath your shoulders. You can press your way up to your plank. And it's up to you. You can also have your knees down, your ankles up, completely up to you. You decide where you want to go with that. Now let your heels drop over to the right. Lift your left arm up. You can bring your right knee down for a little bit of support for yourself. Now your left hand comes down, back to your plank. Let your heels drop to the left. Reach your right arm up and bring your bottom knee down to the mat. Now your right hand comes back to the mat, back to your plank. Hold it for just a little bit longer. Lower yourself down to your forearms. Interlock your hands. Create that little pocket. And as you inhale, pull in all that power and positivity. As you exhale, trap it for yourself and for those you love. Now slowly lower your knees down. Separate your elbows. And pick your favorite ear. And just tune into the body. Notice what you've done for yourself, how stretched you may feel. Maybe you notice that thermal imprint that you're leaving. You lift up to your chin and switch off your ears. And maybe this time you pay attention to the story that the heart is telling. Maybe you pay attention to every point that the body is contacting the floor. And now slowly bring your chin back to your mat. Your hands come underneath your shoulders. You can press through the tops of your feet as you inhale. Come back up to a baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. Now press your way back to all fours. Your knees come to the edges of your mat. Let your hips fall back to your heels. Let your arms move forward and your forehead come down to the mat for a child's pose. This is a very grounding pose, one of safety and security, bringing you back to the moment. We have this beautiful pressure point in our forehead. If you roll your forehead left and right, you can slow your heart rate ever so slightly. Now settle your forehead, find stillness once again. Work your hands back to your knees. Bring your knees in together. Sit up tall. And your hands just come to your thighs. You can sit up tall, or you can let your chin fall to your chest to again send that signal to your brain. All is well. I am safe. I am right where I should be. My favorite part about Hero's Pose, it's a great reminder that I can't always be a hero, but I can always be a champion and show up for myself, just like you showed up for you. Start to blink your eyes open. You can lift your gaze. Once you come back up, sit your hips to one side, your legs swing around. We're going to make our way onto our backs. Favorite part for everybody, including me. All right, so while we're here, this one's one of my favorites, and it's a great one before bed because waterfall helps with insomnia, depression, and anxiety. So lift your legs up into the sky. Let your toes fall back to your knees. You can bend at your knees slightly and also support behind your hamstrings. You'll notice that tingle, that's the blood flowing back to the visceral part of the body, the important areas where we have it for our digestion and our lungs, and brain capacity, and all those fancy things that we need. You can help it along as you inhale, press your toes to the sky. Exhale, pull your toes back. Inhale, press your toes up. Find that motion or movement that works for you. Find whatever pace that you like. This also helps stretch the muscle fibers to help release some of that lactic acid that gives us all those sore muscles, allowing the blood to flow a little easier to the upper body as well. And now, pedal your feet left and right. And remember, 5 to 10 minutes of this before bed. You sleep like a baby. At least I do. You can also do this up against the wall for a little extra support. Settle your toes, straighten out your legs. Now bring your hands up. Keep your legs straight, lower to about a 45-degree angle. Match that angle with your arms. You notice once again the core engages, and you get that little shake. It's what we're looking for, that last little bit of fear. Let that self shake its way out. And slowly, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. You can separate your feet about hip distance. Let the backs of your hands come down to the floor. Palms face up. And make whatever shifts that you need to find that comfortable position for you to lay in here for just a moment. And this is the pose for which we practice. It is a pose of contemplation, of honor and respect. You showed up for you today and made you important. So remember everything that you accomplished and hold on to those small victories because they abound into more. Start to inhale, breathe in deep all the way to the top. As you exhale, release your forehead, release the jaw. Inhale all the way, fill up to the top. As you exhale, let your shoulders and arms and spine melt into the mat. Inhale all the way, breathe in all the way to the top. Exhale, let your hips and legs fall through the floor. Take an inhale all the way to the top. As you exhale, release all tension. Let go of every muscle in the body. Just allow your breath to be organic. And behind your eyelids, I'd like you to start running a slideshow for yourself of everything that you're thankful for. Everything in your life that makes you happy. It could be simple things. Maybe it's the ability to walk. It could be clean drinking water. or the clothing that you have. Maybe the ability to practice yoga and move your body. Continue to run that slideshow for yourself behind your eyelids, continuing to see everything that you're thankful for. Now picture yourself in a beautiful meadow filled with the softest grass that you've ever seen. It looks like satin. There are flowers all around. Beautiful flowers, mixed colors. You can smell the smells of the flowers. You decide to sit down and allow yourself to relax back. So you rest back into the grass, and it is most definitely the softest grass you have ever felt in your life. You're surrounded by absolute beauty. There are trees and bushes and flowers all around. You see small animals playing, the birds singing. And as you look up, the opening in the canopy of trees allows you to see the beautiful sky. This partly cloudy day, you see the beautiful blue behind the white clouds as they continue to roll by. These clouds represent your thoughts. Just like your thoughts, you see it pop up and you watch it roll past. With each thought, just like the cloud, it appears and then it moves on. Maybe you start to notice the unique shapes that the clouds have made. Maybe they're in the shapes of animals. These clouds could be in the shape of cotton balls. Whatever you see for yourself, just watch as they pop up and pass on. You notice one of the most comfortable clouds starts to lower down, getting closer and closer. And as it gets closer, you can see that it just looks so soft and fluffy, like one big cotton ball. It lowers down to where you are in the meadow, and it scoops you up. This cloud coddles you into a comfortable position, as if you've just been lifted up by its down comforter. One of the softest clouds that you've ever felt before. You find your ease, you allow yourself to lay back. And as you start to breathe all the way in, the cloud lifts you up into the air. And as you exhale, you release all that tension, all of the thought. And with every word, with every sound, with every movement of this cloud, you fall further and further into that state of peace. The cloud continues to lift you up into that safe place that only you can find. You rest high up in the air, now bringing you to a land of peace and tranquility, where you can see everything. The view is beautiful. The breeze is cool. You can hear the song the birds are singing as you watch them fly past. Maybe some of them come to visit on your cloud and sing you a song. Remember that this place can be found anytime that you want, just by closing your eyes and imagining your cloud. It's that safe place again that only you can find. That place of peace and tranquility. Allow yourself to visit any time that you feel you need. You'll enjoy the comfortability, the security, and peace. And now, very slowly, your cloud starts to lower you back down toward that beautiful meadow, where you now have a bird's eye view of all the flowers, beautiful shrubs, trees. You get closer and closer to that meadow. The cloud places you gently back into that soft, satin-like grass. You watch as your cloud lifts away into that safe place that you can visit at any time. And slowly start to bring your way back into the room, just by wiggling your fingers, wiggle your toes. And when you're ready, make your way onto your favorite side for your fetal position. Your bottom arm comes up to cradle your head, your knees come into your chest. Your top hand just rests on the mat. And this pose is one of peace and serenity for the body, one of security. We lived in this pose for almost 10 months before entering this world, so the body remembers. This is also a pose of nourishing, reminding us that we can give ourselves everything that we need because it already exists inside of ourselves. Keep your eyes closed, press your top hand into the mat, make your way up. Now keep your eyes closed. You can let your hands rest on your knees or your hands pressed into your heart center and let your chin fall to your chest. For a bow in respect of you, for showing up and making you important. Remember as we move through the rest of our week, that the past is history. The future is a mystery. And right now is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Let yourself be more rooted here and now. We create here and now. It's been an absolute pleasure guiding you through your practice. The light in me recognizes and honors the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. right, thank you so much for joining us, and stay tuned for our classes. I have this one every Wednesday at 5:45. We also have a plethora of classes if you go onto our YouTube channel that you can check out from many of our amazing teachers. And I also have the level 2 to this called Try Harder or Warrior Flow every Wednesday morning and Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And we're also coming back to the co-op here soon as well, so we should have some classes. Hopefully, fingers crossed. We have this virtual platform, thankfully, so please continue to visit us here at Trauma Recovery Yoga. My name is Leland Holgate. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I wish you the best of days. Namaste, y'all.